Today is December 30th, and I have another message from the aliens. I'm an interdimensional communicator, which enables me to channel directly with angels and aliens and other interdimensional beings. And so today I asked them the question, what's the current predictions for January? I got 6 answers that I'm excited to share with you, but first they have 3 notes they want me to read first. Note number 1, don't be afraid of the aliens. They are coming to help us, and I'm going to share more in just a minute. Note number 2, what I'm sharing today has been channeled directly from the Galactic Federation. That's the leadership of the cosmos. They wanted me to describe a little bit more about how I do that. So I go through a detailed process of clearing and protecting myself, and then I have a method of channeling directly to the being that I want to connect with. Then they give me answers telepathically. I type them up on my iPad. I ask them to confirm. Then I make some edits if I need to, and then the message is ready to be shared with you. So that's what you're getting from me today. One more note before I get to those answers. The information that they give me is what is most likely to happen, but they aren't making any promises regarding specific dates or other details because human free will is involved, and that makes things a moving target. So now let's get to their answers. I got 6 answers, and the last one really surprised me, so be sure to stick around. The first one is from Alien Aronis, who is on the Council of 5, which is the Board of Advisors for the Galactic Federation. He says, over the next week or so, most humans all over the world are expected to be able to step outside and see an orb, UFO, or small spacecraft of some sort. Throughout early to mid-January, we plan to send in our larger ships and station them over oceans, lakes, mountains, and other unpopulated areas to reduce the fear. We are working very hard not to scare you with our presence. Then our worldwide broadcasts revealing truths about corruption around the world are expected to begin later in January. We plan to share media showing your leaders doing and saying things they don't want you to know about. We will share the truth in their words, not ours. Human whistleblowers still might come forward, and that is our preference, so we want to leave as much time as possible for that opportunity. But if the potential whistleblowers continue to stay silent and intimidated, we plan to expose worldwide truths mid to late January. The second response is from one of the members of the Council of 9, which is the top leadership of the Galactic Federation. She says, the orbs or plasmoids will remain close to most humans throughout this time. Their job is to help humans in transition. We are sending them to provide you with comfort and guidance if you want it. If you see an orb in the coming days and weeks, talk to it in your head and then listen for an answer. You can receive messages telepathically, just like I did to receive this message, by the way. She says, ask the orb for divine support on anything you need help with and see what happens. They are being sent to you to help you. We love you and we want to help you through this time of transition on New Earth. The third response is from Alien Frist, a member of their advisory board, which is called the Council of 5. There's likely to be some air travel disruption when our big ships arrive in mid-January, but after we demonstrate that we mean no harm, commercial flights are expected to go back to normal pretty quickly. We recognize there will be concern among the people that some governments will want to attack our ships. We understand this concern, but we do not want you to be afraid. We have the ability to intercept missiles and other weapons before they harm our ships, and we will place our ships in unpopulated areas to minimize harm to humans and the planet. The next response is from one of the Galactic Federation's district representatives. He says, we don't make any promises regarding these dates and timeframes because human free will impacts our timing, and the work we are doing to prepare for this activity sometimes takes longer than anticipated. But the details shared by my colleagues represent our current intentions and timing and that is the most aligned with the highest and greatest good of humanity and the planet. Another representative said, we were hoping whistleblowers would come forward regarding the January events, but that window is closing. We are working very hard to speed up our preferred timeline, and sometimes things just take longer than it's expected, but that does not mean it won't happen. You might need to be patient as we finalize the details of our arrival. Don't lose hope. Trust in God, if not us. We are coming because God asked us to. We serve the same God many of you do, and we can teach you how to connect even more directly to Him. Okay, this last response is not what I was expecting, but so deep and beautiful. This is from Alien Cord, one of the advisors on the Council of Five. He says, many of you have drifted away from your inner divinity or never knew it in the first place. Opposing forces were at play that benefited from keeping you in the dark. For example, intentional omissions, mistranslations, and misinterpretations of the Bible were designed to keep you from seeing yourselves as the divine beings you are. We hope to teach you how to clear the residue of these old world tactics that are now being dismantled. We will help you replace them with new spiritual understanding and new spiritual practices for New Earth. We can help you learn how to make deeper connections to your inner divinity so you see yourselves as special as we see you, each of you. So take a deep breath after that one. Do you have questions for aliens? Let me know in the comments.